Today, we want to show you the number one buy the dip indicator for Bitcoin, which was exactly like an oracle for the Bitcoin price, predicting that this was the temporary bottom, this was the temporary bottom, and this was another temporary bottom, and which is also indicating something very specific for the Bitcoin price right now in that exact moment of time. So if you're already looking forward to that, make sure you take a seat, make sure you smash up that like button right now. And that being said, welcome crypto friends and welcome back to MMCrypto. My name is Chris, and as always guys, we are really pumped to go straight into the content. So today's episode is a very special one. This is actually an episode we wanted to do yesterday, but we wanted to wait and give it a little bit more time for that indicator to fire up. So let's check that out today. We are talking about an indicator we were actually also talking about. This is our channel here. You can check it out on MMCrypto. If you haven't subscribed to it, definitely do it right now. So we were talking about that indicator in this specific video right here. You can check it out and also let us know here in the poll above if you think that this is the temporary bottom or whether we will go further to the downside or to the upside. Make the poll right now and watch the video if you haven't already. But this video is about the spend of output profit ratio. And we will talk about what this is predicting at this exact point of time and what it is saying about the price. But again, for everyone who doesn't know, the spend output profit ratio, just quickly as a recap, the spend output profit ratio, the SOPR, is computed by dividing the realized value in US dollar divided by the value of creation in US dollar of spend output, or just simply put, the price sold divided by the price paid. So what does that mean? What is the market actually designed for? The market is designed for finding the fair value, the fair price of an underlying asset. Well, it is not always working so well, but usually by doing so, it is taking, as we already said, the most amount of money from the most amount of people most of the time. So this indicator is exactly showing us whenever it is below 1, the majority of people are trading in a loss. When it is above 1, the majority of people are trading in a profit. During bull markets, usually the overall consensus is that the majority of people are trading in a profit, but in the meantime, it is always going below 1, taking and suckering out the most amount of people most of the time, because while we are going to the top, we have to take the money from the majority. So we don't want to be part of this majority, so we are checking out that indicator right now. During the bear market, we are usually below 1. When we are below 1 during a bear market and then approaching 1, this indicator is serving us as a sell the rally indicator. Wherever we are going to 1, we sell the rally. But ever since we had the 1st of April right here, the 1st of April, you know, that was the magic day. We were also going above the 200-day moving average, and everyone was saying this is the bull market, and probably it is the bull market. This indicator has changed from a sell the rally indicator to the buy the dip indicator. So we are generally above 1, and always being above 1, then approaching 1 or going below 1, going close to 1 or going below. This is a buy the dip indicator. So not a sell the rally indicator anymore. It is a buy the dip indicator during the bull market. So as you can see, as an oracle, always when it was going below 1, it is not acting as a selling indicator because it can remain there for a long time. We are in a bull market. It's always getting overextended. But when we are going close to 1 or going below 1, you can see it in gray, that's the US dollar price, and in yellow, in orange, that's the SOPR price. Going below 1, approaching a temporary bottom right here, bam, going above. Then going below 1, approaching a temporary bottom, it was actually only going $100 further down, and then going above again. The price in bull markets, it's not remaining below 1 or close to 1 longer than 1 day, because we are in a temporary, like in a maniac bull market, and it's only suckering out the money from the most amount of people for a very short amount of time. Again here, the price in gray, it's rising higher and higher, and then approaching a value 0.1% above 1, temporary bottom right afterwards. Again, price going higher, and then it is the SOPR in orange is crashing, going below 1, And here you see actually we are approaching the value around 1, but we are not leaving it. Here we are still below 1. Temporary bottom and then going higher, okay? We were actually only from this price here, 9,600, only going to 9,500 here on that chart. And you can see always when we are approaching the value close to 1, we are going higher afterwards. So yesterday, we actually had 0.2% and we thought this might be already it, because if you check out the history, 0.2% was it a lot of times. It was already a lot of times it was the mark of a temporary bottom. Now we are going above again and we are at 1.2% above the SOPR of 1. And this is a little concerning because it can mean that we can go further lower, even below 1. So is that the bottom, the temporary bottom? We cannot tell for 100%, but we will take another indicator to tell us whether this might be the bottom. So make sure you stay here. First of all, what we have to do is we have to observe the next few days. If we are going higher, then this was probably the temporary bottom and we will see further upside. Still, we would have loved to see a price, an SOPR closer to the value of 1 or maybe even below 1. But if we are now pulling out another technical indicator and if we go to the weekly and if we enable the Gaussian channel, we can see that the Gaussian channel was actually switching from red into green. And that was exactly also here at the temporary bottom. And this is actually a very bullish indicator, because if you go back in time right here, when we switched from red to green, we saw that this was a price which we never ever had afterwards again. So we have the exact same scenario right here when we are here switching from red into green and approaching this level. The likelihood is at least very high that this price level here of 9,100 is not going to get hit again. So as a conclusion, is 11,300 or 11,100, which we had here yesterday, is that the temporary bottom? Let's go into the daily maybe. We think it might be actually the temporary bottom here, but it is not a 100% certainty. What we think is that 9,100 will definitely hold as bottom. This is only our opinion. It is not a certainty, but this might actually hold as a bottom, as the Gaussian indicator here on the weekly is suggesting. And also the Glassnode Studio indicator at 0.2% was already overextended enough. It does not mean we cannot go below 1, but it means that the most amount of people from the most amount of money from the most amount of people was already taken so far. Let us know what you think about it. Let us know what you think about this specific indicator. It can actually, throughout the whole bull market, act as a perfect buy the dip indicator for us. Always when it's approaching 0.1%, exactly 1, or it is going below 1 on the SOPR, it is indicating for us that this might be a buy the dip possibility for us. Let us know what you think about that. Make sure you smash up the like button. Thank you so much for watching our channel today. Thank you so much for coming back also tomorrow for the next one of MMCrypto. We will see each other very, very soon at the next episode of MMCrypto. Always remember, we have a Bybit collaboration going on. If you want to have $110 free bonus for 0.2 Bitcoin deposit, you have only 1 or 2 days left. Click the link here on the top of the pinned comment right now, and with 20 seconds of your time or so, you can actually get $110 free bonus on Bybit, the leverage exchange. Trade with caution, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We will see each other at the next episode of MMCrypto. A Bybit tutorial is popping up right here. Click it right now, exactly right now. Click it, and we will see each other very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And as always, guys, bye-bye.